James, would you please be happy with what you already learned? Thank you. I would have to say, cut it out. Your German is just as good as somebody else's. And not even people who are born here are able to learn it as quickly. Maybe you just speak it. It's a tone. It's like with music. You can practice that by listening to it and repeat it. And I don't mean idols and rap songs. I mean everything. Then you get a feeling for what some might have inherited. I mean, literally, literature. You're a great role model. People can follow that. And I don't want to hear that you can't do it or improve it. No, I won't agree with that. Because I heard it. I heard it, and I insist on that, that I could see you improve. You cannot always go uphill and never quit. No. It's simply impossible to learn everything at the same time and entertain the masses. You simply have to learn how to breathe again. And not to cut yourself in pieces and then do everything at the same time. Some children are suffering because they cannot comprehend why they have to learn something in history, and at the same time they have to get prepared for another lesson, and then back to sports, and back to this, and back to that, and then have a choice to figure out how they should rather do it. Especially in times like that. Yes, I want you to have fun. Everybody does. It's worth it. Why don't you just focus at times? You're always focused. That could mean that you're overdoing it. Because you cannot comprehend how some people really are ticking. And, the Police wrote a nice song about that. And it was about the Demolition Man. Strapped to the chair and the bomb is ticking. The situation is not of your picking. Something like that. I just wanted to show off. No, because, hey, you are teaching us at the same time. But you should speak it. And if you don't, you might be having a hard time catching on. There's no example that really would come close to you. I wanted to learn how to speak Japanese as well 20 years ago. I never did it. There was no such thing as communicating with somebody at just about every hour of the day. Your sky's the limit. Why don't you rest on a cloud every now and again and speak the language? Talk to people. They want to improve too. And don't give up. You're the kind of person that quits. Neither are we. Well, I would like to suggest something. How people could connect by comparing their money. I mean, coins that may not be valid any longer, but to share their memories about that, what they could buy with that, what they would buy, or what they would think about, stuff they could share. And we have to, maybe you have the influence on a lot of people that could help. That's very important, because then we get to know and understand each other even more, because we could see what they saw throughout their lives as a currency, as the way to have fun, as the way to buy comic books or music. Yes, well, it wasn't always on a stick. It was a record, maybe. On the radio, maybe. And what kinds of candy they had. And stuff like... So we could have a glimpse on what connects us. And it's deeply... it's profound that we get to know what everybody else can show. It doesn't have to be a lot. Could be just exchanging memories, but we can also at the same time, and I forgot that this time, tidy up that entire confusion about the systems, like metric system and all the other measurements. And that would be a start to comprehend their understanding of their world as it is. Because it started somewhere. And somehow. They had friends, they played along, they could show us this little penny here. Wow, we could buy some candy. Oh, a comic book. We found a comic book, and there was our Mickey Mouse thing. I don't know if I may mention that name, and I will immediately remove that if it could cause any trouble. But I will not sit here or lay here and listen to somebody who thinks he doesn't improve something or doesn't speak as good. Yes, you do, and don't doubt it. Please. Come on. Yoi, tsunitsi. That was Japanese. According to Google. God. Because if we find a common ground all around the globe, it's better than not doing anything in a way like that. No way of fashion will bring us closer than showing us what kind of stamps, what kind of coins they had. Maybe a while ago, it's not that many years ago, a few hundred, they took some I don't have it here, but this is a kind of a snail. Surfer boys and surfer girls wear it, and that was a currency. Kauri, for instance. Not a piece of paper or plastic. I'm still practicing, but I might send it to you. You can take it off your channel immediately, because I tried that so often. It never really worked. And if everybody agrees, they can tell us about everything else, like their bills and coins. Not everybody had paper to pay with. And what they thought was worth a lot as children. They can leave recipes. You could make a cookbook. Cooking according to what people told me. For instance, it can be pictures, it can be handwriting, it can be printing, it can be a lot. Because I'm not giving up. Neither will you. Thank you.